How do you, just looking back at yesterday and how it went down and processing it, what do you come away with?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a tough day, tough loss for us, and just the way our season's gone, kind of a lot of ups and downs, and just you think about the year and the opportunities that we missed, and the good moments too. I mean, the games where we played well and had some big wins, and then but you look at the games where we lost, and maybe you win those games. We're not in that position yesterday, but it all comes down to week 18, and we control if we get into the playoffs and we're not able to deliver. So that's disappointing. Like I said after the game, still need some more time to reflect and think about everything. And there's gonna be a lot of lessons learned this year, individually, as a team, as an organization. Just things that we can do better moving forward. Things that I can do better. I know I need to play better consistently. So yeah, those things are disappointing, and but I know we're gonna be better for it. I have no doubt about that. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna keep coming back, and we're gonna learn from this, and it's gonna make us better. It's gonna prepare us for what's to come, and it's just part of our story, and it's hard to accept that right now. And you don't want that to be the case. You never want to have to be in a situation, lose a game like that, miss the playoffs when there were so many expectations, so much positivity, so much to look forward to, and we thought we were going to go a lot further this year. And the reality is we weren't able to do that, and it's disappointing, and you got to live with that. Like you said, you got to live with the result and move on, but there's a lot to learn, and we're going to learn from it. We're going to be better for it, and I know it's going to make me a better player. I know it's going to make our team better, and maybe it's just one of those things where we needed this to get to where we're going to eventually be.
Trevor, not a lot of the turnovers, not all the turnovers are your fault, but cutting those down going into year 4, where is that on the to-do list?
Pretty high, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty high. I think that, when you don't turn the ball over, you win more games. So, yeah, it's definitely an emphasis. And like you said, there's a lot that goes into that. But I got to own my part, and I got to take better care of the ball, and that's going to give us a better chance to win a lot of these games. So I understand that, and I own that. And there's other things that I need to do better, too. It's not just turnovers, but just in general, I need to be more consistent. I think as a team, as an offense, we need to be more consistent in every aspect. There's a lot of stuff, I'm going to go back and watch all the games and have the notes, and then talk to, our staff and everything about just what our thoughts are going into the offseason, but that's not going to happen today. We need some time to just let everything settle, kind of have some thoughts and reflecting and all those things. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff we need to do better. I need to play better. It starts with the quarterback, obviously. In this league, if the quarterback plays well, it gives you a chance every week, and I can do a better job of just being consistently the player I know I can be. I thought I did that better earlier in the season, and as the season went on, I thought that there were times where I didn't play my best, and that's when it's needed. When the season's on the line, and whatever it is, 2-minute drill at the end of the game, making that throw to Calvin, that changes the game. Things like that. Like, I need to be my best in those moments, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that at times this year. And that's what talk to the guys, and I feel responsible for that. So that's part of it that sucks about this business. And when you don't perform and deliver in those moments, it's disappointing. But like I said, it's part of the story, and I'm going to keep coming back, and I know it's going to make me better and make this team better.
Will the shoulder injury affect your offseason at all, Trevor?
No, I need some time. I need some time to heal and to recover. It's been a tough year physically, not just for me, for a lot of guys on our team, and so we need some time to heal up. But no, it won't affect. I'm gonna take some time off anyways, just to let the body recover. But yeah, my shoulder just needs some time to heal, and not gonna have to get surgery or anything like that. So it's nothing like that, but just need a little bit of time to let the body do its thing and heal up.
You mentioned the shoulder not need surgery, ankle, the knee. You've had a lot of injuries this year that you've not had before. Any of those going to require anything postseason?
No, everything's feeling honestly pretty good. Besides the shoulder, it's still sore. Obviously, that's the fresher injury, but the other things have healed up pretty good over time. So feeling okay on that front. So there's just gotta let the shoulder heal and just recover. Mentally, physically, it's been a long year, so it'll be much needed.
Confidence-wise, do you believe that you have the right pieces around you to get you where you're capable of going?
I do. I believe that. I think that you saw that at times this year, and that's part of the disappointing thing is we do believe we have a good team, possibly great team, and we have the players to be great, and that's what's disappointing is we weren't this year. So it's just the reality of it. We weren't, we put that on the field, and that was clear in a lot of games. So that's something where we have to improve. But I do think we have a lot of the right pieces, players, to be a great team, and to do everything we want to do moving forward. Obviously this league, teams change so much every year. So who knows what's going to happen? Who knows who's going to still be here? I don't have the answer to that question, but I don't control that either. So. I have a voice, and there's things that obviously I feel strongly about, but I think that we have a lot of the right pieces, but we got to get better too. Everyone individually has to get better, and that'll make us better as a team.
You have a loud voice. What's going to be the loudest cry for you for the offseason?
I don't have that answer yet. There's things where, like I said, we talked about earlier, I got to take accountability for things that I need to do better. So that's number one, and I think that people here understand that's going to happen, and that I'm going to own that. I'm never going to point the finger, and you don't point out the splinter in someone else's eye when you got one in your own. So I think that's something where I know what I got to do, and I know that that's my part in this. And there's other things that we need to get better at for sure, but that's every team. It's going to be like that every year. Even if we went in the playoffs and lost in the playoffs, or we won the Super Bowl or whatever, there's going to be things you got to get better and improve at. Unfortunately, it just was such a disappointing end of the season. We're going to have a long off season of hearing about what the Jags are and aren't, and that's good for us. We need a little bit of that. So, but yeah, I don't have the answer for you what that is. I don't think that's my place to say right now, and I don't even have the answer.
The offensive line, so many changes this year. I don't think you lost confidence, but comfortability. How much does playing with new guys, just about every game, every other game, change things for you?
It does. It changes things when you have new guys in there, and you don't have maybe the same level of chemistry. Obviously, injuries played a part in that this year for us. But like I said after the game, every team deals with injuries, and you got to find a way to win with that. And we weren't able to do that enough this year, so that's on us, and we gotta get better at that moving forward, because there's going to be injuries every year. You hope it's nothing major, and you hope it's not for the extended amount of time like we had this year. That was unfortunate, but it's going to happen. You got to find ways to work around it and continue to build the chemistry. That's a goal for me this offseason with all of our guys, not just our starters, guys that could end up coming in and playing. I think that chemistry needs to grow more and more in the offseason, so that if something does happen, you can kind of pick back up where you left off. So that's something that we'll get better at. I think for a lot of the guys that had to play and get thrown in the fire this year, it's going to help them. They're going to become much better players from it, just because they had to do that when it wasn't necessarily expected. So that's going to make them better and make our team better, because we're going to build better depth along the way.
The way you guys have moved the ball the last couple of years, does it surprise you to look and see how hard it is sometimes to get 3rd and 1 and get that yard that you really need?
Yeah, I think it's no secret that we weren't great in short yardage this year, and a lot goes into that. That's passing game, that's running game, that's a lot of different things that go into that. And every play is a little different why you don't have success, but that's something obviously we need to get better at. So yeah, that's something I don't have the exact answer for what that is right now, but it's something we're gonna look at this offseason. I know our staff's gonna look at and figure out how we get better. And yeah, we need to. You got to be able to get those, and especially when the game's on the line. And yeah, like yesterday, for example.
You had some good momentum after a tough rookie year. Does this stunt your growth at all in that respect?
No, not in my eyes. I think that's. Who knows what the narrative's going to be? I'm sure not good. So, but I don't really care. So it's not really about that for me. It doesn't stunt my growth. I think that's up to me about how much better I get every year, not about what the narrative is. So I know that it's going to be a long offseason, like I said, for us and what people want to say about us, but it doesn't really matter. I think it's going to put that chip back on our shoulder, and we know we got to get better, and we've got a lot of things to work on, and individually it starts with me, but I'm excited. I think I took a lot of steps this year. People can say what they want, but I do feel like there were some areas of my game that I wanted to improve in. I think I did, and now there's some more areas that I need to get better on, and I know I will moving forward. So for me, it's just going back to work, getting better at what I need to get better at, controlling what I can control, trying to just also bring everybody with me too. Like, we all got to get better, and it's gonna make our team better. So I think that's just the message right now. Fresh off this game and moving into the offseason.
You believe this scheme can get you guys to where you want to go?
I do. Yeah.
We got time for 2 more, guys.
I think you've seen the success that we've been able to have, and we just need more consistency, and that comes from everyone, players, coaches, everything. We all can do a little bit more to be better. So I think the consistency is the piece that we struggled with this year. You see the flashes, you see what we're capable of, but we weren't able to do it consistent enough.
You're now 3 years in, so the business of football now really becomes a big part of that. Do you have any early thoughts on how that process is going to go?
No, I don't. I have no idea really how it all works anyway, so I don't know. That's something where it's not really what I'm thinking about right now. I'm sure those things will come up as off-season goes, but yeah, that's kind of all I really have to say about it. I don't know how that's going to go, and not really my priority right now. Obviously, that'll kind of take care of itself, and we'll figure that out as we go. But I haven't had any of those conversations as of yet.
All right, one more.
Any vacation plans?
Nice. Not yet. This obviously ended sooner than we thought. So we had some stuff planned for after the Super Bowl. That was the plan to not plan anything until after then. But now, got a little bit of extra time. So I'm sure we'll plan something here soon, just to get away and take a break. Kind of need to get away from everything for a little bit. But nothing yet. But good question. Appreciate you.